Hey boys, welcome back to some more Roosters Career Mode Season 2, taking on the Bulldogs in round 14 of the season, and we've still got a week inside, obviously. This week, actually, all our players are away on duty. Well, the players that I have been just keeping the side the same over these weeks, but this side, we have to have this week inside. The other thing of note is that Penny Terapo is also out for 2 weeks from a high shot, but we got some pretty decent depth in the forwards as the Bulldogs lineup is a little strange. Brett Delaney back in the NRL. It's not a bad Bulldogs side. It's pretty decent. Not too bad a bench. But obviously a few of the guys are away. Probably I think Ryan Matheson is the new face on to the bench for Terapo. I think that's the only change from the last couple of games, so it should be, we played pretty well. Obviously we just snuck away with the win in the last game over the Titans, I think it was, as a decent early kick there. Well, not early kick, but early in the game, last tackle play as Hargraves, a beautiful ball back to Takiaho there, beautiful inside pass, just found just a stack of room back in the ruck there as we're looking to go on the attack once again early in this game, get it up to Jackson Hastings, and he's going to score a very easy try. Just a long pass out to, who was it? Hargraves? I think it might have been Hargraves again. He just tapped it on to Hastings, and Hastings did the rest. And that's the thing. Hastings, he's pretty darn good in this game. So, when Pierce is out, we've got a good replacement in Jackson Hastings. Not really a fan of Hastings in real life, and obviously he's having a few troubles on and off the field lately. So whether or not he'll really play too much NRL in the future, it's remained to be seen. But on the game, he's pretty good. He's a handy replacement as Joe Burgess, another one. I can't believe I stepped the wrong way there, and somehow I didn't go out of play. They sort of tackled me back into the field of play, which is very lucky for us. But this game, we sort of just dominate the opening stanza. Bulldogs didn't really have too much to do at all, but a terrible little offload there. I don't know why I went back on the inside, and Craig Eastwood is going to pick it up, race away, and we are not catching him. There is nobody who was even making any ground. Jackson Hastings, this blew my mind. I don't know why, I sort of thought Jake Friend was going to stay on the inside, but right here, I switched to Hastings, and I thought, oh, we're going to catch Eastwood pretty quickly, but Hastings was not making any ground on him. He was sort of getting blocked by the other dude, but I couldn't believe it. Hastings is pretty quick in this game as Tony Williams converts, but fucking Eastwood, dude. Eastwood is so quick as Aiden Tolman this time goes straight through, and it's almost shut the gate again. It actually is going to be. We're not going to catch fucking Tolman either. Oh my goodness. I was just talking up Hastings as a good replacement, but the lack of speed he's showing to catch these forward. The Bulldogs forwards are pretty quick in the game. They're really quick. It's crazy. Tony Williams converts again, and Tony Williams is actually a good goal kicker. Some people might look at him goal kicking and just wonder why the hell he's not doing the goal kicking, but he's actually a really good goal kicker. I still remember back in the day, Williams playing for Manly, and he was sort of, he was a winger back then. He didn't, Manly didn't use him too much. He played a lot for the Sunshine Coast in the Queensland Cup, and I was pretty happy about that because I got to watch him every week. And it was funny, back then he used to play everywhere, but his main position back then, as Kenny Taylor dives over the line, gets the offload, we're going to get help. I can't believe we couldn't score. Just absolute, just a shock right there. But yeah, Tony Williams, his main position back then for Sunshine Coast was 5'8", believe it or not. He was biggest 5'8" in the game. He was really good though. He was actually very good at 5'8". Yeah. Playing in the Queensland Cup, he was pretty damn dominant. He was setting up tries, he was kicking goals from the sideline. As Sam Cassiano this time, is he going to go the length of the field? No, thankfully Kenny Dow, I could switch to an actual fast man and catch up to him. The Bulldogs just unstoppable this game. I said they had a pretty decent side still. The forward pack is very strong, and just destroying our forward pack. Our forward pack has been pretty shocking. As a kick goes in there, Tolman just doesn't plant it down. He goes dead in goal. That's a bit of luck right there. So a few things haven't gone our way, but that right there was a fair bit of luck for us, and hopefully it's a bit of a change of fortune. There's another ball. Takiaho has been pretty good for us as he gets another line break. But yeah, I still remember those days. I miss those days. Tony Williams playing for the Seagulls and mainly playing for Sunshine Coast. That was very good. And that was back. I liked that back then because it was before New South Wales got pissed off that all their NRL teams were like going to Queensland Cup for the feeder competition. It was honestly, I thought it was going to make the competition a lot weaker. As a few nice offloads, we just can't get anything going. I thought it was going to make the comp a lot weaker because, like, obviously Manly, the Raiders, who else? I think the Tigers as well. Not every NRL team or New South Wales NRL team had a feeder club, but a lot of them did, like I said. And you had a lot of those guys obviously play. But I thought it was going to make the comp weaker, but honestly it didn't really. The comp is still great. Queensland Cup is still easily the second best comp in the game. As of right here, we have got back to 12-all. I don't know how we've done it. The Bulldogs have been all over us, but we do give away a penalty. I was so shocked when there was a penalty because I didn't change to someone and like race out of the line. I eventually switched to someone and he was offside, which annoyed me quite a bit, but thankfully Kenny Dowell's going to come up with a big tackle. And who was that? Sam Parrott? I don't know who it was, but he made a pretty big mistake by putting his foot on the line there, and it's going to give us a chance late in this game to snatch a victory, which would be pretty incredible. A bit of a back-to-back rounds of fortune, but just poor play. I don't know what I was doing right there. I decided to go. I stepped to the wrong side again, and I thought I was going to go out of play, so I thought I had to throw the offload, and I still might have had to. I'm not too sure. But we do get one final chance here. Kenny Dowell there makes a good line break, and we spread it out to Heimel Hunt here on the wing. He's just going to barrel over the fullback, and somehow we have escaped. Well, there's still a minute left. We could still screw it up, but we should win this game from here. Like I said, I don't know how we've done it. We played pretty shocking. Obviously, it's still a weakened side, and our forwards have been pretty much dominated, I would say. Like three clean line breaks, almost going length of the field type stuff. But it looks like we're going to sneak away with a Kenny Dowell here, finding some more room to move, gets the offload. What am I doing? Gives the Bulldogs another slight opportunity, but it's not going to matter. They're going to throw the intercept, and we're going to sneak away with another win. So the Titans, we got away with it, and now the Bulldogs. So I'm looking forward to getting the mainstays back and putting on some better performances. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.